All right, we're gonna talk about the stupid intermittent fasting again. Revisited. I'm gonna have like a video playlist of like 10 videos with intermittent fasting. So some of it's going to be regurgitated information, so please bear with me. But the trend of keto is just exploding. So there's a lot of newbies that have jumped on the scene. So people are always wanting to lose weight. So I don't know if I should title this video losing weight on keto, or should I intermittent fast to lose weight, or should I HIIT train to lose weight? So I'll pick one of those subjects, but I'm going to talk about it all inclusive. So HIIT training, who wants to do like 30 seconds and then like recovery, a minute or a minute and a half to 2 minutes, which is the HIIT training. Now a lot of people call the interval training, which could be like bicep curls, stop, do another set. That could be intervals, where you're taking breaks. But people's traditional idea of interval training is sprinting or on a treadmill where you're going full out and you're doing a 30-second blast, because the reason why you go up to 30 seconds is to go that like explosive amount of time before cortisol, the hormone, starts to just crank up. Your blood pressure's up, your heart rate's up, the adrenals start to stimulate and start to release adrenaline, which then comes the cortisol, and then you're breaking down the amino acids to give yourself more blood sugar, high octane for the brain with sugar, because you are just running as fast as you can, which would only kind of probably be natural in nature. No, it's only natural in nature when you actually are in danger and not just trying to get lean. So does this work? Not really. I mean, sorry guys, I'm like 3,000 deep in all these consultations. I do them 6 days a week, and people are fracked up. They're tired, they're tired, they're tired, they're tired. Why are you guys drinking black tea and coffee? You know what I mean? Or the sodas or the Mountain Dew. Let's keep it real. Y'all are tired. So I keep mentioning, and I will continue to mention, that I am 49 and I will be 50 now in less than a year. And I cannot wait, because I want to show people that, like, I'll be at the gym and I'll be like, okay, everything I have rebuilt from coming from a terrible injury, which is I used to be a pro skateboarder, and so of course I cannot run, jump, lunge, or squat. I've had 10 surgeries on my left knee. It's a hot mess, which has created hip problems because I've been leaning so much on this side to protect that side. And I was skateboarding, and we would skate 5-6 hours a day, slam all over the body, start to develop a lot of inflammation. And so obviously at 49, how am I able to keep mass completely natural? You know what I have? I'll put on some subdermal friggin' magnesium right now. Subdermal, right? So I just kind of taken a break from all the supplementation. And I mean things like chlorella and glutamine, things of this nature. So don't get it twisted. Sometimes I'll have the collagen. I did that like hardcore for a long time, collagen and bone broth, which I still think you guys should do. But I kind of just wanted to stop over obsessing, not obsessing, but like opening up my cabinet and there's like 500 supplements. But I'm going to go back on some of them, which is quite amazing, like desiccated liver for liver, and from grass-fed cows, whatever. I digress. It can be beneficial in cycles. So back to the interval training. So the point is you sprint as hard as you can before cortisol gets too high. All the stress hormones drop back down to baseline, and then you keep doing that. This creates this metabolic response to where at night your body will begin to release growth hormone and begin to actually burn stubborn fat, right? This fat that is, which people don't really go into this, like the fat cell biology of what the HELL is actually going on, and why is it actually not so easy to take fat or triglycerides and convert it into gluconeogenesis, so it converts back into glucose and actually used if you're not in ketosis, right? So the whole point with ketosis is to convert this fat into ketone bodies, which can then be used and uptaken by the Krebs cycle and into the brain, or past the blood-brain barrier. Here's the thing. Yes, in theory, if you have healthy adrenals, that this sort of sprint, sprint recover can be advantageous. But you guys are jacked. You can't sleep. Even you young people can't sleep well. You're on all these pre-workouts. Every time I go to the gym, people are on pre-workouts, and I got energy all day long. I'm like, some energy, like all day. It's the end of the day, and I'm still jacked up, right? The body is a reflection of your health. If I'm not taking anything exogenous for this body at this age, then it is my level of health, and I am so grateful for it. There's nothing better than having the energy and the strength, right? There's nothing better than having the energy and the strength and the mental will and the calmness and the peace and all this freaking grounded stuff to get through life and still be young no matter what age you're at. Hiit Training. So I propose for you to take away and do resistance training, body weight training, calisthenics, but mind your stress hormones. Start simple and work your way up. If you are metabolically sound, then yes. If you are an endurance athlete and you're like, hey, that's what we do, then give yourself a year to properly keto adapt, and don't try to use ketogenesis as a way to adapt right away while trying to get to a marathon in 2 months. It's just not smart. Give yourself a lot of pre-prep time. Now, the intermittent fasting, stupid ass trend, which essentially is just what? It's dieting. It's starving yourself. And that's the reason why I'm so against intermittent fasting, because nobody does it right. Who friggin' has a headache and takes, a 200 milligram baby aspirin and stops there? If the headache doesn't go away, you're like, well, I'll take another one. Boop. Oh, I'll take another one. Boop. That's why we have all these things on these disclaimers when they do these drug ads, because people will keep taking the pill until the pain goes away. Well, people will continue to fast and miss meals and overstretch and extend the adrenals and the thyroid in the body, and not in ketosis, don't even know how to measure their keto adaptation, and now they're fasting, but they're actually just dieting. And you lose a lot of muscle, and you lose a lot of water doing that, so it's very, very subjective. And yet and still, I do not see people having the business. I don't see the muscle strength. I don't see the bubbly muscle develop. I don't see the lean body mass. I see gluconeogenic bodies from the fasting, right? Where they don't develop more muscularity. They do not develop more of a lean body mass or like healthy internal organs. They become more tired. It's kind of like the HCG diet, where you went down to 500 calories and took these stupid prenatal vitamins that just didn't work with people. Now people do that. Guys trying to get off HRTs and testosterone will use the supplementation. But when we're trying to keto adapt and you're trying to fast, now the thing that's crazy is that some people produce really great numbers when they intermittent fast for a couple of weeks, and then the brain goes, oh, y'all think I'm stupid, right? You think you can just starve yourself because that's how you create the damn ketones, right? Everybody who does not eat and fast will create ketones. If you're not eating, your blood sugar is going to drop, right? Blood sugar drops, ketones spike, they're in opposition, voila, ketosis. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you actually test your blood sugar daily, you'll start to notice a spiking trend. It's going back up. Now it's up. Now it's up. And so you lose all this weight in the beginning, and all of a sudden, cravings come back. Ooh, I want some chocolate. Just a little chocolate at night. Just give me some, right? Like carb cravings start coming back, right? You want that alcohol, like, oh, just, a little bit of wine, keto's just not fun. What's just so wrong with having a little bit of wine here and there? These cravings come back because the ketones are not viable. Your brain don't know what to do with them. You're producing these great numbers on the glucometer, and you might actually feel good in the beginning because you went from a very, very high carb diet to fasting, and your body's like, liver and kidneys like, ooh, the Panda Express at McDonald's is gone. Oh, good. Oh, I can breathe, right? And you feel better at first. That's why vegan diets and all these other diets, those people feel so great. HCG, people feel so great in the beginning. But like real keto doesn't work like that. You eat a ton of fat, so you're like, oh my God, digest that, and your Your HCl levels are low. Can't digest that fat. Ooh, gallbladder. Ooh, right? So it makes sense why people want to fast. It makes sense because they don't have that gallbladder distress. They're not eating all the fat. So then they could just not eat, and then they can lose weight, and they could be like, I'm so fabulous. I lost 20 pounds on the scale. And you don't look healthy, right? What happened to the collagen, right? Collagen starts to go away. Yes, through adrenal response. So when you don't eat, your brain's like, okay, but I don't know how to use these ketones. And it doesn't. It doesn't matter what your glucometer says. Use a urine strip, and if that sucker turns purple, you are not in ketosis. Not with the perfect glucometer numbers. And so the brain's like, I need glucose. Okay, I don't know what to do with the ketones. I'm making them, but they're just coming out of the urine. So your body begins to become more gluconeogenic. Your adrenal glands have to overwork to produce this domino effect for brain fuel. Pink. So this is the reason why I'm revisiting these subjects. When you get up and you have your coffee and then you force your adrenals to produce energy that you do not have, looking at the time, produce energy you don't have, the adrenals begin to go, hey thyroid, can you crank down that old T3? Can you do that? Because we need to slow this girl down. She just won't stop. And then your hair starts thinning or shedding, your cold hands, feet, constipation, dry skin, the eyebrows start to thin. You have loose stool. Weird stuff starts happening. So when you have anxiety, when you guys don't eat, and the adrenals are used to like cortisol, I have to go to work, I have to take care of the kids, I have school, I have my job, I have this, I have that responsibility, then the adrenal glands start kicking in all the time because you ain't eating enough when you fast. Sorry, you are not eating enough. Let's speak proper English. Skulle jag prata lite svenska? Det är så lång tid att jag pratade svenska. Eller pratar svenska. Anyway, I'm just being silly. So when you don't eat in the morning, the brain's like, I don't know how to make ketones, or I don't know how to use them. So the adrenal glands will have to start cranking out adrenaline. And then it's already stretched, right? So it's like, I'm trying. I'm trying. And then finally when the adrenals start working, that 8-hour shelf life, that adrenaline in the bloodstream, finally you're awake at night, which is the inverted cortisol. Yes, guys, eat breakfast. Break the fasts. Don't fast to try to lose weight. Try to keto adapt. It's not about losing weight. It's about adapting. You have a lot of autoimmune disorders out there, like I just mentioned in my last video, that you need to fix. It is not about weight loss, because weight loss on a scale can be muscle and water. And then you're just catabolic. And you can't get fixed like that. So, if you guys want to learn more about not to fast, but actually kind of adapt, can you please try to keto adapt? Please. And stop talking about weight. Please, fix your shite. You can't poop, you can't sleep, you can't breathe, you have pain everywhere, chronic fatigue, foggy brain, like the list goes on and on. Can we fix that stuff first, please? Can we? The weight loss will come off, right? I'm almost 50 years of age. Yeah, I've got enough body fat to stay healthy, and I could go lower body fat on keto, but I choose not. That would have to be more fasting protocols, because once your body does learn how to use ketones, then you just use them, right? If I don't eat, then I use the ketones. My adrenals don't like crank up. But if I do this too often, they will. That is fast, right? So I don't skip breakfast. I eat it, I enjoy it, I digest it, and I give my body a chance to do what it needs to do to set the rhythm for the rest of the day. If you guys want to learn more, you can go to stephanieperson.com. Don't forget that I'm coming to New York City November 12th to do a live seminar. If you guys want to come and watch me, go to stephanieperson.com. You can go to Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram, Steph the Business on my Periscope, and social media sucks, but I love it. It's a love-hate relationship. Yes, and I know my production value will soon go up. Yeah! Oh, exercise programs coming too. Very soon, exercise programs, so look out for it. Big, 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 big. and I got some energy, energy, energy.